looking live here at Clear Skies over at the Freedom Boat Club. Look at this over at Lake Norman. I mean, just a beautiful sight, but again, it is 93 degrees out. But look at that, that's not gonna stop this person right there. Oh, cutting the grass, taking care of the lawn. Oh yeah, gotta have that happen.
Smooth too.
Yes, he is, right? Okay, so what's on tap for this afternoon here in the Charlotte area? We know that we're going to talk about some storms headed our way. Let's get it right over to meteorologist Ted Faden in the Pinpoint Weather Center. I know, Ted, several counties in our area also have to mention are under a heat advisory, right?
Yeah, you want to stay safe. Heat advisory. You saw that gentleman in the big hat blocking the sun from the face. That's another tip out there. Find the shade and make sure you're dressed appropriately. You might be thinking, why is he wearing long sleeves? That's the light, loose-fitting clothing that reflects the UV rays and also protects the skin from sunburn. So you want to make sure that you're exercising caution this afternoon. 93 degrees, light and variable winds to kick off this Monday. We still have those upper 80s along that I-40 corridor, mid to upper 70s through the lunchtime hour, and we continue to ramp up as we approach those mid-90s for the peak heating hours of the day. Now, be on the lookout for those isolated showers and storms to develop, likely impacting your evening commute, maybe sticking around for dinner time. I think we'll be limited to our low 80s, Boone and Jefferson, mid to upper 90s on deck east of I-77 through this afternoon. Now, as we mentioned, that major heat risk indicated by the red as those temperatures really ramp up. So that gives us the heat advisory, which will be in effect until 8 p.m. with those 90s and the heat index feeling like triple digits. So you want to drink lots of water. Apply that sunscreen generously and frequently, and also make sure that you're double checking those back seats when running errands this time of year, and wear that lightweight, loose-fitting, light-colored clothing while taking lots of breaks in the shade or in the air conditioning. Now, with this heat and humidity, we have that summer-like pattern of pop-up storms through the afternoon and evenings, which is no different for your Monday and Tuesday. We catch a little break on Wednesday, but then hold on to more of that pattern, that summer-like pattern, heading into the second half of the work week and eventually the weekend. So looking ahead to 24 hours of booty, the event kicking off Friday evening, lasting through your Saturday. I think we'll be in the mid-90s for Friday, overnight lows in the 70s for any riders who will be taking the overnight shift. And then through the afternoon, whoever draws the short straw will probably have to deal with those 90s, but be on the lookout for pop-up storms that could be impacting that event this weekend. Clouds and radar, mostly clear, looking at a mix of sun and clouds, really a beautiful picturesque day around the Carolinas. But with those pop-up showers, the torrential rainfall could lead to some rising water levels, so a marginal risk for flash flooding in the green, more of a slight risk along the Tennessee border where we could see those downpours set up. So walking you through it, first looking at your water vapor satellite imagery, that shows the moisture locked in place over the Carolinas. Still looking at an area of disturbance over the central Atlantic, which could become Dexter, traveling towards the Leeward Islands into the island of Hispaniola or the Bahamas. We'll have to wait till the spaghetti models come in more agreement and the storm actually forms heading into the next few days. Closer to home, I expect the timing to be 4 or 5 o'clock for those isolated storms to push south and east, tapering off overnight with those warm temperatures rebounding into the upper 80s as we head into your Tuesday. Between now and Wednesday, maybe a 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of rain at best, with overnight lows bottoming out in the 70s, mountain counties in the 60s, and we'll have those 90s return by Wednesday and Thursday, and your summer-like pattern with mid to upper 90s and isolated storms linger through the weekend.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.